Dear Hypixel, your team has made some wonderful and memorable parkours over the years. The old Skywars and Bedwars maps and the Blitz SG map have been classics for many years. Even smaller ones like the arcade games have really stood their time over the years. The point here is that you people can make a good parkour. So that brings me to talk about the parkour in this video. I would say I'm at least decently qualified to say what a good parkour map is. I've been playing this game for over 10 years and have done all kinds of parkour courses since my beginning. I've also made countless of my own parkours on plot building servers, and I've set several world records in Hypixel parkour speedrunning. One could argue that the speedrunning community is small, so my achievements are not as grand, but that's not the important question here. First, let me reiterate what makes a good and memorable parkour. A well-made parkour has a steady balance between two things: difficulty versus accessibility, and creativity versus adaptability. A good parkour should be difficult such that it is not only rewarding to complete, but inspires speedrunners to lower the bar the fastest time. In your case, your parkours need to be somewhat accessible to all players, but not too easy that it bores out the experts. Now, your old parkours were fine with the balance here, emphasis on were. I won't get into the removal of speed 1 and 2 because that alone is a whole 10 minutes of another video for another day. On to the next dichotomy. A good parkour should not be afraid to try creative ideas, fun little twists into the parkour game, but ideas that aren't so abstract that it loses the touch of a parkour course. I could talk about how a number of your parkours are too abstract cops and crimes, but your parkours of the past followed this principle pretty well. The old Bedwars map had you running around the islands and actually interacting with its terrain and jumping from structures built into them. It was a unique and enjoyable experience. This is what brings me to the cesspool that is this parkour. I must ask, what were you thinking? This parkour is just a collection of repetitive small platforms copy-pasted throughout the map and changed every so often to blend in with the islands. Sure, you do some minor parkour on two islands, but it's just ascending blocks or slabs in a circle. If I didn't know any better, I could start off a conspiracy that the parkour platforms were just AI generated into the map to form something that is just a small addition to the lobby. There's no joy in this parkour. It has no originality, no creativity, no focus on enjoyment. It's just platforms thrown together. Just like your new Skywars parkour, except worse. And also, what's with the difficulty? Now that you have removed speed completely, one would expect to make a parkour that is accessible at speed 0, right? Well, to you guys, apparently not, because with the creation of this parkour, you have now made not only one of the most difficult parkours you've ever made, but also one of the worst. Long parkours are not a fun idea, housing, and when you combine this excessive length with this lazy, soulless collection of platforms, and try calling this a parkour course, what response do you expect? Think about that, Hypixel.